Make your money stack.
Hey guys, welcome back to The Beat Stop. My name's Alice. Long time no see, I guess. It almost seems like festival season 2020 is the festival season that never was, or barely was, I guess. I started the season myself by attending Crossed here in San Diego. I had a great time. Lots of fun. I was actually planning on going to a lot more festivals. I really had a great plan for the year, doing vlogs, first thoughts at new festivals that I was gonna attend. I was planning on attending Coachella, Desert Hearts, Beyond, EDC, Lightning in a Bottle, of course. My heart's broken that those weren't able to happen, but I do think it was the right choice just for the safety of everyone. I'm definitely getting festival withdrawals. This is probably the longest time I've gone without attending any concert. I don't have a concert in sight. Let's just give a little bit of background. Of course, this all started back in February or March when Ultra Miami decided to cancel. I have to admit, up until that point, I thought everything was gonna be fine. I was being super positive. I remember Ace texting me when Ultra Miami was canceled and us both just being like worried. Oh no, what's gonna happen to the 2020 festival season? What is it gonna look like? What other decisions are other big festival players going to make, like Coachella, EDC? On one hand, at the time, it terrified me, like, wow, Ultra Miami is canceled. You know what, maybe it's just a cover up with all the issues they're having with the city of Miami and them not wanting to relocate, them going back to the Bayfront Park. That's kind of what was going through my mind. On one hand, I was terrified that everything was gonna be canceled, and on the other hand, I was like, oh, you know, like trying to make up. Are you okay? It's my dog. Trying to make up like excuses almost in my mind. And it wasn't long after that that everything just kind of progressed, like a ball that just kept growing, you know? And then Coachella was canceled. That was the big hit. That's when I realized, yep, this year's gonna be interesting. A couple months later, all these festivals that I was planning on going to were postponed for the most part, except for the couple that decided to cancel fully until 2021. So I still had a glimmer of hope. And then all the postponed festivals started canceling. That's when I realized, you know what? I gotta listen to all the research that's being done about coronavirus. Now things are spiking back up again. I don't know if festivals are gonna happen in 2020. So now I'm gonna discuss the new things that kind of have come from this that I thought were really interesting. First thing that happened, of course, was live streams. I don't think people did enough live streams before, actually, really almost ever. These live streams have definitely made kind of a more connected world. Also opened up new doors for PR for artists. So now there's new ways that artists can connect with fans. They can open up Instagram and just do a live stream whenever they want, whenever they feel like it, play some tunes, and a lot of people are gonna join and just vibe. If they aren't doing anything, like, might as well. If I open up Instagram and I see a live stream and I'm just sitting on my couch, there's a big likelihood I'm gonna at least click on it and watch it for a couple minutes and feel a stronger connection with that DJ or that artist. Like Still Woozy, he did a really cool one just from his living room, just kind of jamming, and I thought it was really cool. Another really interesting thing to me that's happened, and I didn't even consider it happening before ever, but our drive-in festivals or drive-in raves. I was talking to Ace and I really wish that there was one in Southern California, and honestly, as soon as one happens here, I'm just gonna check it out to see what it's like, what the process is like, how they're running it, and the vibe of it, I guess. I want to do a review on that because I feel like it would be a completely new and interesting, to say the least, experience. So now I'm gonna go a little bit more into my predictions for the rest of the 2020 season. Now, from a festival goer standpoint, and the research I've done, as well as having worked a couple events myself and knowing people who work in the industry, I don't think there's really going to be any festivals happening in 2020, especially since there's been a spike recently, at least here in Southern California. It's spiked, and honestly it's worse than it was. It feels like we're back in April now that everything's shutting down again. I don't think large festivals as we know it will occur till 2021, maybe late 2021. Even the ones that happen early on in 2021, they may not happen. For festivals that are still marked as postponed, some artists are backing out of their contracts. They just don't want to be at the festival even if it is gonna happen. It's just a lot of not knowing what's gonna happen. For example, recently Coachella made the announcement that they are no longer postponed, they're canceling flat out. If they come back in 2021 at their normal date, they'll probably do lower capacity than usual. If not, they'll come back at full capacity in the fall of 2021. So it definitely shows you the timeline from the experts and what they're deciding. And I think that's gonna make an impact on the rest of the festival industry. Something interesting to note though from that is the discussion of lower capacity festivals and having more space at festivals, socially distancing at festivals. I've seen some videos of clubs in Germany that are reopening, but they have a very limited capacity. You have to be socially distanced. Everyone's dancing a few feet apart with masks on. Definitely gonna be a different vibe. COVID is definitely changing the world and having an impact that we haven't really had in our generation. Now, all of this being said and kind of pushing all my thoughts out of the way, I want to tell you what I think is the best for the events industry and what you should be doing just for the future of our events. Now, working in the event space, I think it's important that when you're going outside right now, even if your area isn't requiring you to wear a face mask, I think you should be wearing a face mask and socially distancing, because the more we go out now, the worse it's gonna get. It'll probably be longer until we have our festivals again or our live events, and all these people in the music industry and the entertainment festival industry are without jobs. So just my piece of advice, if you care about live events, entertainment, festivals, arts, music, wash your hands, socially distance, and wear a mask. Even if your area isn't requiring you to wear a mask outside, I really think you should, and the industry and events as you know it are relying on it. I think that the future of events are definitely going to be a completely different space than they were any time before this. You know, when things open back up again, be safe about it, but maybe support your local artists. Musicians and people in the industry are really struggling right now, so do anything you can to support them, donate to them. So everything that I just talked about was kind of a big brain dump on what I think has happened, my thoughts, my opinions, my feelings. I would love to hear your thoughts. Make sure to throw them down in the comments below, like and subscribe. My name's Alice, and we'll see you next time. Got me falling right back. Got me